Afternoon. It's July the 8th, and this is where we had our cabbages growing this year, but with all the rain, they split pretty bad on us. So we went ahead and harvested all of those guys. And what you see here is a trench that I've dug because with our severe drought, this ground cracked very severely. Wide open cracks I could get my hand down in. So I dug a trench out about 24 inches wide and 7 feet long, well 6.5 feet long because there's dirt on both sides left. You can see there, right there. And it's about 8 inches deep, maybe a little deeper down there at the lower end. And that was that hard compacted clay soil. We've been amending this area for many years, but with the drought, it still just turned into a hard, compact garden soil. Basically, it's real rich topsoil that just dried out so bad it was terrible to work with. So we've taken all of that out of there, and what we're going to do is build the soil back. And what we have here is a sunshine mix. This is just a peat moss, a sphagnum peat moss. We've got a bale of this. We've got a bale of this easy straw that's supposed to be 99% weed free. And what we have here is I just this morning went and got from our local municipality a truckload of composted leaf mulch. You can see this is leaves that were picked up from our curb last year. They've run them through chippers and they piled them up and composted them down over the winter. And then we have our buckets of, this is our rabbit bedding, which is just pine pellets and rabbit manure and a little bit of the Timothy hay that we feed our rabbits. We actually put the pine pellets in a litter box inside the rabbit cage, and we train them to use the litter box. And for litter, we use these pine pellets. You can get them at your local hardware store. It's basically the same thing you put in a smoker grill, one of those pellet grills, but it's pine and it's made for bedding. Horse bedding is what they sell it for at Tractor Supply. So we're going to use those, and then some of the garden soil I've taken out of my planter box. We'll mix all of that stuff in, and we'll add some pelletized gypsum. And what I don't have out here is my bag of lime. We'll add a little bit of lime in there too. And we'll build this soil back up to the level of these blocks. These are cinder blocks. They're 8 inches tall, so we're to the bottom of the block. So we'll build that soil back up to the top level of these blocks. We'll mix all of that in like a lasagna, just mix it all together. And once we get it to the top of there, I've got some lumber that I'm going to build a frame to make like a mini raised bed, kind of like what we've done here with these, but it'll only be one row. And these are decking boards. They're 5.5 inches tall, so on top of here, we're going to raise it up 5.5 inches. So we'll have all the good soil down in the bottom. And then we'll mix some more soil to go in the top once I get the bed built. So that's how we're going to remedy this hard compacted clay. And if I walk back here, I mean, this is good rich topsoil garden soil, but you can still see it's showing it, the cracks in the soil. So we're going to go through here as these tomato plants finish off and these potato plants finish off. We're going to do every single row, and in between here, our walk path, we're just going to leave this compacted clay, and that helps with the weeds. We'll leave the clay or the old garden soil, and we'll just mulch the top of that in, and that should help with our soil cracking in the future. And we'll get a good start on our next growing season. So this is how we're going to remedy this. It was really bad this year. So adding all of this stuff with our existing garden soil and some lime should stop that. And it'll make a nice, airy, raised bed mix to plant in. So, we'll keep you updated once we get this stuff in here and the box built around it. And we'll show you what it's going to end up like. Thanks for watching.